Okay. It's 1:36 a.m. I This is the sixth take because I keep on scrambling my words, but at this point I don't give a rat's ass if you keep on watching or not. If you think it's boring, if my words don't make sense. If you're watching this well caffeinated at 9 a.m., that's gonna make sense for you, and I don't give a shit. So, we ask a lot, I ask a lot the question of what would happen if I spend the next 6 months focused? And I've never really had an answer for it. And the reason for that is I've never really focused for 6 months to find the answer. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? So I've haven't been able to answer it so far. And what's so funny is that the only thing that makes me ask that question is when I'm in pain. And there's a specific type of pain. I'm talking about the pain that results from having opportunity meet unpreparedness. And I took that from Charlie Morgan, which I very much like as a definition for pain. True pain is when opportunity meets unpreparedness. So, that being said, I genuinely like asked myself and tried to figure out, like just a few minutes ago, why that version of me that asks that question for the last time, why can't that version of me be the one right now? Why? Why does it have to be the version Yusuf in uh, June 2025 or December 2025? Why can't it be Yusuf of November 25, 2024? Why can't it be this fucking version that asks this question for the last fucking time? What will happen if I focus on myself? And here's the thing, when I say focus, I don't mean actively focus. And I got that from Steve Jobs and Sam Ovens. If you remove distractions, you are doing focus by definition. Like right now, there are only a few things that are taking away and eating up your time. And if you remove them, you will be left either doing something productive or staring at a wall. And usually these things are YouTube, um, socializing, social media, TV shows, Netflix, and stuff. If you just remove these four, there are very few things that are going to be left for you to do. And even if you find that there are still a few things that you want to do, you can still remove them. And then when you're going to do that, you're going to be in a lot of pain. And then you're just going to be sitting and you're going to be bored pretty quickly. So you're then left with two choices, to either look at a wall or do the thing that you're supposed to do. And that's what I mean by focus. I mean, in the first week, I'm actively going to try to do it. And I mean, at this point, I don't feel good if I don't work. But the problem is that I don't feel good if I don't work for 3 hours a day, or 4 hours a day, or five. But the point where I don't feel good if I don't work for 8 or 10 hours a day, that's where I want to get. And in order for me to get to the point where I work for 10 hours a day, I need to remove the things that don't allow me to work for 10 hours a day. And those things are YouTube, stupid, well, not stupid, but socializing doesn't get me anywhere, phone calls that don't get me anywhere, and social media, but I don't spend time on there. I don't even have the apps So if I remove these four things, then I'm left with nothing, like to either look at a wall or do nothing. But I also want to go a step further, where I also remove other sources of dopamine so that not only am I bored to have the only thing to do is work, but I want to remove dopamine so that the only thing or one of the few things that brings me dopamine or the thing that brings me dopamine the most is work. And now the question that I'm wondering is what would happen if I do that for 6 months straight? What would happen? What would fucking happen? I'm wondering. I kind of know the answer, and that's why I want to take 6 months to figure it out because no one is going to take 6 months of their lives unless you're fucking crazy to figure out something that they don't kind of know the answer for and they just want to make sure, like, I know I will be way ahead. I know I will be successful. Because, I mean, at this point, I've been in business for 2 years. I have the skill of booking appointments, I have the skill of selling, and I have the skill of delivering results. So it's only a matter of scaling at this point. I've already made 5K in 1 month, but I don't have the consistency of keeping it happen. So far, I've made $8,000 online. So in 4 months, so I do know how to do it. I'm not starting from scratch. So it's not like uh, I discovered that you can actually make money online today, and I want to give it 6 months. So that's just because I know I'm gonna use this video in the future. I'm gonna be like, hey, remember this time when I was sad, blah blah blah, filming this video, wondering, look at me now, feeding my ego, underdog story. But anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, I'm not starting from scratch, so I know it'll get me there. I have a pretty rough idea, but yeah, the reason behind this whole video and the reason behind this whole video, and the reason why I'm shooting this is because today I've had not today, but I've had recently opportunity meet unpreparedness, and there is nothing in the world that makes me more sick than having that happen to me. And it's sometimes as small as an interaction that I have where I could have said something different if I had done something that would have made that conversation a bit better. You can call me perfectionist, I would say I have high standards for myself. And keeps bugging me everywhere, 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 everywhere. Um, so yeah, the main question I have is not what would happen if I focus for the next 6 months, but why is the version of me that asks this question for the last time, why can't it be me today? What me right now? Why isn't it? Why can't this be the last time? Like, there is no logical reason for why can't that be the last time, and the only reason why this couldn't be the last time if I do it and I don't stick to it for whatever reason. So we're gonna have this video serve me as a reminder because we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. And I'm gonna go back to it when things are not going as planned, or I have this little idea of, I've been doing this for 8 weeks now. I kind of made like 8K. I can take a break. I can go out. I can go out like once. Um, I can watch a movie today, or I can watch a TV show. Shouldn't be so bad of an idea, right? And then I would remind myself of this. So, yeah. It's funny how we only, and this is everybody, we only journal or talk about, express our feelings and express how we feel when things are not going well. Like when everything is perfect. Have you ever had the idea of journaling when everything was perfect? It's so funny. I heard that in Chris Williamson's podcast with Matthew McConaughey, and I was like, ah, fucking true. You almost know every time why you're in pain. Like I know right now that I'm in pain because I had an opportunity to meet unpreparedness. Why am I happy, or why do I feel good, or why am I in a good mood? Well, I do have my little hypotheses for that. One of them being having a good day of work. Um, but if I could give you like a formula, I don't know. A formula to feel pain? I have a lot of them, because I always because I journal when I don't feel good. Like if I want to feel bad, um, I'm gonna ruin my sleep first. I'm going to indulge in very dopaminergic activities that don't really have any impact, positive impact on my life, and probably negative. I will drink a few times a week. I will work for no longer than an hour or two a day, or not even work at all. I mean, why? Like the solution, the thing we're solving for here is feeling bad. Um, yeah, that's it. I wouldn't go to the gym. I would have a lot of. I would seek opportunities that I'm not prepared for. So that was me at 1:47 a.m. Pour in my self doubt and, well, not self doubt, but like, anyways, you get it. And I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if you even listened that far, but I want to use this as a reminder. And listen, I have a big ego. Like I know I will get there. Like I know I will. I will make a lot of money. A lot of. I mean it. Like I'll be making 5 million a month soon. And when I say soon, I'm talking like 7 to 8 years. Like I know I'll get there. So having this video online is gonna be such a flex. That's why I'm doing it. It's one of the reasons. So yeah, have a good night. Have a good day, whatever you are.